Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are back on Gran Turismo doing the daily races for this week. This time it's going to be daily race B at Grand Valley Highway. This is our first time on pole position in the daily race, qualified P1, so we're going to have to see how well we can do when we're driving in the lead, as mostly in these races I typically find myself in the middle of the pack, so starting first is definitely going to be new for us. But as always, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to make sure that you don't miss another Gran Turismo 7 upload. As we get ready to start this race now, here at Grand Valley, 4 laps in the Audi R8. And we've got a Toyota Supra behind us, so this start is going to be very important to make sure that we can keep this lead for as long as possible, because this isn't my best track. So we're going to have it all to do as we go green for this race, as we lead the pack into turn 1. We get a pretty good start ahead of the Supra now, leading into turn 1. The green GTR putting a bit of pressure on the Supra, but we've managed to get out of turn 1 unscathed, which is quite difficult to do, I've found, in these lobbies. The Supra getting a little bit closer to us now, as we didn't have the best exit coming out of turn 1. We're coming out up to this next sequence of corners now, flat through here, a little bit of a lift, keeping it very close. As we go a bit wide, we dip a wheel into the grass, and that is not going to be good for us on this opening lap. Coming up into the slow hairpin now, and that has compromised us as we go wide for the dirt on our tyres. Not doing us any favours there, as we lose a position to the Audi as we drop 2 positions in 2 corners on the opening lap, and our first pole position isn't going too well, but we're still in it here as we get a good run, a look on the Audi now, down the inside maybe, in this corner the Audi hits the wall, and we're going to go for that move as we make a bit of contact as we run wide, as we can try and hang it around the outside, but the Audi manages to stay ahead of us just for one moment. But we've got the run on the Audi again, can try and look down the inside, coming into this next corner now, we go for the move, we make the move, but we go wide, and the Audi manages to cut back. And this is a good battle for second place, but this is just making the Toyota Supra in first position get ahead of us even more. As the Audi, he hits the wall there, and he has a bit of a moment, and that is going to be good for us as we scoop up that position. And the green GTR now slots into third position, but as you can see in the corner there, the gap to first position now, 1.5 seconds. That is not what we wanted, but as long as we can keep a podium, I can be pretty happy about that, considering this track is not one of my best at all. Coming up to end the first lap. As you can see, a good view here now, we can see that gap in real time to first place, so that maybe isn't our fight at the moment, mainly focusing now on keeping the podium position. Second place is definitely a possibility here today, as we are going down to start the second lap now. We've got the Porsche behind us putting a bit of pressure on, but surely he's a bit too far back for a move, as we just focusing now on keeping this position. As we braking into turn 1, the Porsche, we go a little bit wide, and the Porsche hits us. The Porsche has gone wide as well, and it looks like he might have made the same mistake we did, and that has just completely ruined our race. We went a little bit deep into the brakes, the Porsche did the exact same thing, and he's absolutely punted us off the track there. We've got a little bit of damage at the back of our car, and we're in 7th place. We're still with the pack a little bit now. We've got the McLaren F1 ahead of us, but that is just not what we wanted at all. And we need to try and focus and get back into this race now. Going into the next corner as we crashed again. We've hit the McLaren F1, and that has sent us into a spin, and that is just absolutely terrible for us. But we're going to have another look at that coming up to the replay now, because it did look like, if you slow it down here, it did look like the McLaren maybe might have moved under braking a little bit. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about that, because I'm sure that one maybe may have been more on my end. But we're getting into lap 3 now, skipping ahead a little bit, as we are still trying to put the pressure on the McLaren F1, currently in 9th place. As the McLaren goes wide, we're going to try and make a move around the outside into this fast sequence of corners. We managed to make that move stick, and we are now up into 8th position. We still got that Porsche ahead of us who took us out a couple of laps ago, and we are going, and the Porsche goes wide and he is off the track, and as Fernando Alonso might say, that is karma for what he did to us last lap. We set a purple sector, so we definitely do have some pace, and it's just going to be about if we can translate that pace and try and get a little bit closer to the pack. And obviously another thing is even trying to make a move in these lobbies, staying with the Audi who we passed a couple of laps ago, but of course we got taken out, so we are back down into 7th place as we're just trying to find a moment to attack. We can see the Audi getting into a bit of a battle with the Porsche ahead of him, so as long as he can get held up by the golden Porsche ahead of him, that's going to allow us to get reeled back into this battle now. As we can see, 3 cars ahead of us now, all of us positions up for grabs as we set a purple sector again. Very good pace from us so far. So this is good pace from us, and we just need to keep this out of the wall and make sure that we can be clean and get ourselves back up to the podium places. Coming up to start the final lap now, coming out of the final chicane, and our exit here is going to be important as one of the cars goes into the gravel there, and the Audi goes off the track, and that is 6th place for us, another position gained. And we did get a good run out of our chicane as well, and we're now putting pressure on the Audi in 5th place ahead of us, just about to start the last lap as we managed to keep it flat out coming out of a tunnel, and we've got a good run on the Audi now. And which way are we going to go? We're going to go to the outside or to the inside. The outside is the best line coming into this first corner. We're going to go for the outside as we set the fastest lap as well. We touched wheels with the Audi a little bit there, and we managed to make that move stick as the Audi, and he spun, and that is good for us. That means we don't have any pressure from behind, and we can focus now on getting past the golden Porsche ahead of us now. We've got a good run coming out of turn 1 again as we set the fastest lap. So the pace is looking very good now as we're trying to follow this Porsche, not trying to make the same mistake we did on the first lap where we dipped the wheel into grass and we managed to keep it clean coming out of our corner now. Getting good under braking as Porsche manages to lock up a little bit, and he's gone wide, and that's 4th position for us. And I'm sure I just saw for a second there that the car ahead of us has a penalty as we set another purple sector. But yes, I'm sure he can see there, yes, the car ahead of us does have a penalty. So as long as we can stay within, I believe that's 1 second. I'm a little bit too far behind to read what that says, but as long as we can stay within half a second of the car ahead as we get a little bit of a clearer view, we should be able to take 3rd place from the Suzuki ahead of us now. So it's just very important to make sure we can keep these corners clean as he is coming up to the penalty line. He dips a little bit of a wheel in the grass. If we can try and go for a move down the inside, we make a little bit of contact, we bang wheels, but that is a hard, fair move, and we managed to go up into 3rd place now, back where we belong after an unlucky sequence of events as we set another purple sector, this time 1.2 seconds faster than the previous attempt. As the Porsche ahead of us goes wide, that is not the line he wants to be taking. And can we even have a look for 2nd place as we get a little bit out of shape coming out of the exit of the chicane? But we get a good exit as the Porsche kicks up a little bit of dust coming out of the corner. And as we approach the end of the race, maybe we can try and get past the Porsche just on straight line speed alone, but we maybe are a little bit too far behind, and I think we are just going to have to settle for 3rd place. But considering everything that happened and the fact that this was the first time that I've been on pole position, that is not bad at all as we managed to get the fastest lap on the last lap, a testament to how hard we were pushing throughout that race. But that was a very good race, and if you guys enjoyed that, make sure to stay tuned for more Gran Turismo 7 videos on this channel. As you can see there, 3rd place for us, pole position and the fastest lap. Good race. There's going to be definitely more to come. So as always, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for the next video.